Hey guys, James Newbury here. So today I'm in Sydney. I'm actually based on the Gold Coast, but I'm here for the day. And what I'm going to do is take you through a day in my shoes. It is 10 to 7 in the morning. I have a podcast with a company called Body Signals. And basically what they do is they track live blood glucose analysis just to make sure that you're eating at proper times, what foods work best with you. And they've asked me to jump on a podcast just to have a bit of a chinwag about sport and performance and all that type of stuff. Probably look into what I eat on a regular basis, and then it's funny how all these things work out. At the moment, I'm trying to jump onto as many podcasts as I possibly can, just trying to get as much information out about, what I've done in the last 10 years with training and competing and nutrition and all that type of stuff. So I met this girl back in Bali about, it would be 10, 11 years ago now, and she's working for this company and she just reached out. So I was just like, why not? To see the types of recovery strategies that I do or I was doing when I was high performing, trying to make sure that I could not only perform to kick back from post-workout, so recovery was on point, but I also wanted to make sure I did it so, when I stopped competing at such a high level that I wasn't left with a broken body at the end of it and be completely buckled. Alrighty, so we just finished our podcast. Now what we're going to do, we're going to duck outside. We've got the park just across the road. Now we're going to go for a run. Let's go! So we're just about to go for a run, probably going to get in around about 8 or 9 Ks. It'll be about 40 to 45 minutes. We're here in the centre of Sydney, so I'm just going to make up my own route. What we're looking to get ready for is Melbourne 70.3 half Ironman in November. So just really wanting just to make sure I lay a really good foundation just so I don't get killed in the back end of that 21K run. Let's go! Alrighty guys, so we just finished the run. We're about to stop at a cafe, do a little bit of work, refuel, and then we'll get up to the next part. So right here we have a falafel bagel. It smells so good right now. And right down here I had this yesterday, which is a avocado smash on bagel with pomegranate. I just had a turmeric latte because I'm trying to decrease how much coffee I'm having in a day, so that was a good replacement. And I just finished off a peanut butter smoothie with a bit of extra added protein. For me, I eat 100% plant-based, have been since 2019. Try and keep as much of the food that I eat whole food, real food really, like real food as much as I can, and just try and keep it as colourful as I can, varied. I typically get asked the question, it's like, oh, where do I get my protein? But typically you'll get most of your protein out of things like tofu, tempeh, legumes, nuts and seeds, things like that. So I just make sure that I have a varied, mixed diet of those types of things. And since going 100% plant-based, since 2019, I've seen no real difference in how I feel, better or worse. I'm still just as strong, still just as endurant, like my aerobic capacity hasn't changed, if not it's gotten better. But yeah, typically I'll get asked the question, have I lost strength or lost weight? I weigh exactly the same amount. And I've lifted PRs in the last 3 years as well. So in terms of deadlift, bench press, squat, I've equaled snatch PBs. I haven't done a clean and jerk PB in quite a while, but in terms of strength wise and size, I haven't changed at all. So yeah, it goes to show you can do it on a plant-based diet. So we've just finished a quick little breakfast break, and now we're heading over to a bouldering gym just to do a bit of indoor bouldering. So I like to try and change up my training as much as possible, and if I have the opportunity to do other stuff, then I'll definitely chuck my hand up and say yes. So whether it's playing a game of volleyball or playing a game of touch footy, going bouldering, or getting out for an ocean swim with a group of either surf lifesavers or triathletes or people that just do ocean swimming, I'll just chuck my hand up and do that instead. And I'll these days just sub out, if I was going to go and just do a CrossFit class or go for a run or something like that, and then something like this pops up, I'll just transition it out and do something different, learn some new skills, and try something different that's also stimulating at the same time. So funnily enough, last night I was in getting a haircut and someone came past the barbershop that I was in. I was actually just walking out and he came past on a bike and he did a bit of a double take and he sent me a message on Instagram and said, "Hey, I think I just saw you in the city. I'm working at a bouldering gym. Do you want to come in?" And I was like, well, funnily enough, yeah, that would be great. I'm actually going to do a bit of a day in the life and I like to get out and do new stuff. So here we are. We're heading to the bouldering gym to do some climbing.
There you go.
Hey, this place is great.
Have you climbed before?
Briefly.
A little bit?
Briefly, just like mucking around.
Yeah, like bouldering or just...
We've actually done a little bit of the stuff down here, but only in Nashville. We went twice in Nashville.
Okay. Yeah.
So just very minimal, but it's super fun.
Yeah, it was different.
It's great.
Work out, use different
I
things.
love it.
2 legs.
No, I read all my messages.
Yeah, cool. Clip it on, close it, and do it up. Always.
Yep. Alright, here we go. I don't know about this one. That was cool. Yeah, good. That one was good. Super fun. I love it. Super cool. It's like a really good way of getting in a crazy forearm burn and a bicep pump. Because I'm probably very inefficient at doing this. I'm trying to like use my legs to push up. But I think once your arms go, they just go.
Good climber is someone who can do everything, not just specific at certain parts of it, but someone who's good at everything. You need fitness, strength, flexibility. Finger strength is a big part, and willpower. Like climbing is a lot of thinking and looking around and seeing where you're going. Look around, just turn your left hand's going to go sort of underneath it. Your left hand will eventually,
Yeah, let's just get in your mind, you're so focused on like what's right here, but as soon as you said look right, I'm just like, oh, there's 50 centimeters further I could go and it's so much easier.
That's right.
Oh my god. I'm just making it harder for myself.
It was good actually, really good. Someone actually has a fair bit of strength to start and you can work on your technique afterwards, but if you don't have any strength, it's really hard to move, so obviously he's got a lot of strength, so it makes him just sort of work on the movement a little bit.
Oh man, it's so much fun. Like I always talk about getting out and trying new stuff and mainly just figuring out something that you can go do and just play with and not treat it as a training session just to get some exercise in. And you just nail so many cool things with climbing and rock climb bouldering and all the different aspects of indoor stuff here. Obviously you can do it outside too, but this is just like, it's a forearm pump, it's a bicep pump, like you're breathing heavy on the way down, and you've also got to think, it's like the hardest thing is to try and think about your next move when you're holding on for dear life and your fingers are shaking and almost giving way. But this is just a really cool environment just to come and play and get a good workout in and just have fun.
How are your arms?
Oh my god, my arms, yes. They're on fire. But it's mainly like my thumbs. My thumbs, like I just can't use my thumbs anymore. Like everything is like kind of just gone. But I had a blast. I'll definitely do it again. I should put it in once a week and have a crack and do it more.
1, 2, here comes the 5, 6. This ass spit flow like the draw falls out sits. Come through, take down.
So it's about to pour rain, but I have to keep on schedule. I've got a 1500 meter swim The wave pool is closed that we're actually going to go to, but there is a little alcove here. So we're probably just going to try and swim for the next 15-20 minutes, just get the arms moving. We've got to jump on a plane later this afternoon, so we're just going to get in, get it done, and have some fun.
1, 2, here comes the 5-6, bizarre spit flow like a draw for start sets. Come through, take down flag 6, is that sick, roll like a draw hotness. 1, 2, here comes the 5-6, bizarre spit flow like a draw for start sets. Come through, take down flag 6, is that sick, roll like a draw hotness. This ain't no beds in the bees rap, come like MC, he could talk underwater, can't take backpack full of.
So we've just finished our swim. Typically now, I would go get a smoothie, so we're going to head across the road. We're going to find somewhere to grab some coconut water, a bit of protein, some berries. If they got banana and peanut butter, even better. And then after that, I'm just going to basically just plug into some recovery, get a little bit more work done, just relax, chill, and then tonight I'm getting on a plane. And that's pretty much a day in the life.